Hi guys, I'm so sorry. I was having technical difficulties. FU Mercury retrograde. Sorry about that. I'm getting text messages. I'm sorry. Everybody's like, what's going on? What's going on? You're late, you're late, you're late. I'm so sorry. Just let me know if you're here and if you can see me and hear me okay. Hi, Melissa. Melissa, yay. Okay, so yeah, just let me know if you're here. Give me a little hello or whatever. I had a reading before. Hi, Diane. Thank you. I had a reading tonight, and I was like, I felt so bad. Like, I didn't want to rush the poor woman out. She was so sweet. Hi, Ellen, my pal. Hi. All right, so I didn't want to rush her out, but I felt really bad. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going live at 8, and then I had technical difficulties. This friggin' retrograde is killing me. Hi, Benton. Okay, so what I'm going to do is normally I look to the side and I try to answer all your questions as I go. I'm not going to do that tonight because I have a list. I have a list. I don't know if you can see that. No, of course not. That's not it. All right. I have a list. I have 2 pages full of questions that you guys were great though. Hi, Michelle. You guys were great. Like, giving me subject matter. That's so cool. Thank you so much. I love it. So I definitely, my dog's in the background. Sorry. Cupid, come here. So I definitely, I want to go over all these great, awesome questions that you guys had. So I have everybody's name written down. I just want to wait a couple minutes and see who comes on. Hi, Danny. How's everybody doing? Like, with the retrograde, like, I hate it. I'm just like, I'm so over it. I'm my friend Astro Mama. She's like, 6 planets are in retrograde, and I always have a hard time with Mercury. I really always do. I had a Skype reading today at 5 p.m. for somebody in London. So it's 10 p.m. their time, 5 p.m. our time, and I had a Skype reading with him. And it was not working. It was just not working. And I felt so bad. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Tony Ann. Hi, Tony. I felt so bad. Like, he's in London, you know? Oh, Danny, you're an empath? I feel you. I feel you. Very overwhelming. So it goes direct on the 19th. I know that. And so, you know, maybe it's just a couple days after that and everything will start to even out again. So, yeah. But I felt bad for this guy. I was like, you know, we had this plan. I was going to do his reading via Skype. You know, normally I do readings for like all over the place, but I do them over the phone. And he was like, can we please do it via Skype? And I was like, you know what? Okay, why not? Because, you know, whatever he wanted to do, I was like, fine, that's fine. And then my Skype wasn't working. Like, he could hear me. I couldn't hear him. You know, he looked, I mean, of course it was 10 p.m. over there, so it was very dark where he was, but it was very weird. So I had to reschedule it for tomorrow at 5. And I was like, I'm so sorry, retrograde. But, okay, so I just want to catch up. Anxiety. What, like, you want to jump out of your skin, right, Tony? And same. I want to jump out of my skin. I've been Paula, I love you. I've been very emotional lately. Very emotional. Like, yesterday I was just like the drop of a hat, and I was crying. You know what I mean? For no reason. I have no reason to cry. Hi, Nancy. All right, so I do want to start getting to your questions. So I am going to just start from the top. All right, so Nancy, I'm not going to give out last names, but you'll remember your question when I give your first name. So Nancy asked about suicide, which is a great question. She says, suicide, do they stick around for like unfinished business? She says, and how do they come across to me? And are they sad or angry? Okay, so that's an awesome question. Okay, number 1, suicides, do they stick around for unfinished business? No, but they have business on the other side. So what happens is, and I don't speak from, this isn't my opinion, this is actually from my experience. with spirit who has committed suicide. They step forward. Now, part of your question was, how do they come across to me? So they come across to me as a dark shadow. Okay. So I'll see like a dark figure, and then like, I'm not afraid of it because I only allow those that walk in God's light to come in my presence. So I don't deal with like negative energies, and I don't really believe in that. I feel like any spirit or ghost that is a negative energy, I don't feel like they're really negative at all. I feel like that's the perception of the living. And I feel like, because when we don't know something or when we can't figure something out, immediately it's scary or negative. You know what I mean? So we never say, oh, it's a beautiful light. No, we say, what the hell is that? You know what I mean? So we get nervous. But so I don't want to veer off because I do that. But so do they stick around for unfinished business? No, but I can tell you this from experience and from what they have shown me. The second somebody, like a human, commits suicide, and now their spirit sees what the body has done. The spirit is like, it's like this, and they're looking at their body and they instantly regret it. I've had that. They show instant regret, like, oh my God, what did I do? Because they know they can't take it back. And now they have to go to light and move forward. And now they have work to do on the other side to figure out, because they cut their life short, and they cut their business here on earth short. They cut it short. So now they have to do work on the other side to make up for the work that they didn't do here. Does that make sense? Okay. But then I've also had spirit show me that they didn't regret what they did because they just weren't happy here. They just weren't happy. Can you guys see me? I feel like I'm like so low. Okay, so they just weren't happy here. So, and they're much happier over there. So, everybody's path is different. So, what was I lost my train of thought again. Okay. How do they come across to me? They come through as like a shadow. So that's how I know. Like, so normally when I see a face, it'll literally be like a face. Okay, I'll see the outline of the face, I'll see detail of the face, I'll see the hair, I'll see sideburns if they have sideburns. So I'll see the face, and then they pull it back, right? So with a suicide, it's just a shadow. And I'm like, okay, so like say you're sitting here and I'm like looking and I see the shadow and I say, okay, I have a figure stepping forward, somebody who committed suicide. You have somebody that committed suicide, that took their own life. That's how I know that they committed suicide. And then once I make the connection, then they show me their face. So it's crazy, but that's my symbol for suicide. They come through as a shadow. Okay, so then are they sad or angry? They're not sad and they're not angry. But initially, when they realize what they've done, like sometimes we make a permanent solution to a temporary problem, and that's suicide, okay? Like, and they realize that and feel that regret instantly because they know, I shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? Like, I had work to do here and I had unfinished business here on earth. And why did I do that? And I shouldn't have done that. But then they move on. They go into the light with their loved ones on the other side. And then they have their work to do on the other side to grow their soul again, which is here. Why we're here is for soul growth. We're here to grow our souls and help others and experience joy and help others experience joy and help others. It's like, find out what your gift is and then give it away. You know what I mean? So that's what we're here to do. But they don't come across sad or angry. They either come across like, I regret what I did, but they're not sad or angry on the other side. But, they'll say, I'm sorry, I regret what I did. I was in a bad way. It was a mistake, whatever. Or they say, I don't regret what I did because I was miserable. So it can go both ways, but no, they're not sad or angry on the other side. They're perfectly fine on the other side, and they're just doing their thing. Hi, Trisha. Hi, Holly. Tony, and I don't give live readings, honey. I'm so sorry. If you want to hear from your mom, you got to just book a reading with me, and I'll focus on only that. I don't give live readings. I never do. I'm so sorry. Okay, hi, Allie. Okay, Nancy, was this you that asked? Okay, all right, so another question. Can you turn on and off your gift? I feel like it's not a silly question. Do you ever go somewhere and just randomly have spirit come up to you, like when you meet someone? Does it happen? Okay, so what's funny is that's a really good question. Hi, Bonnie. Okay, I absolutely can turn on and turn off my gift. Absolutely. And anybody that has this gift has the ability to do that. Okay, so I'm going to tell you one of the first things I learned when I took classes, and it's like Mediumship 101, which is the classes I give now. So I took these classes years and years ago, and now I give these classes. And if you do want to take a class and you guys have a gift and you want to open that gift, it's a beginner's mediumship class. It's a 4-week course, and it is on my website, and it's www.haloreadings.com, and just go to mentorship course, and you can sign up for that, and it begins in September. It begins September 20th, I think. Yeah, 20th, September 20th, and it's 4 weeks long. Every Thursday night, we're going to meet via Zoom. You must have Zoom and know how to work it, and I will teach you all the ins and outs of the beginner's mediumship. Okay, so, but yes, I absolutely can, Nancy, turn my gift on and turn it off. However, but, okay, I'm a makeup artist by day, I guess. So I'm a makeup artist. I do weddings, I do brides, and I'll be doing a bride's face. And now I'm not really conscious of the other side because I'm busy. You know what I mean? So basically I turn it off, you know, for that moment. You know, I don't walk in everywhere constantly being on, constantly be like looking for spirits and bringing people through in the supermarket and going, you know, I have to bring you a message. Like, I don't do that. It's intrusive and it's rude, and I would never do that. So I do kind of self-consciously turn it off because I'm doing a wedding. I'm trying to make the bride not cry. So I don't want to bring through grandma right now. I need to do your eyeliner. So I do turn it off. But there are times that her grandmother, her mother, her father will literally step forward while I'm doing her face. They literally step forward and stand next to them. And I'm like, I'm not paying attention to you. I'm doing their face, and I'm telling them in my mind, because they hear my thoughts, I can't do this right now. You can't. Now, if I feel like I can, like, maybe say something to like the mom or somebody like later on, I'll tell them later on, listen, I just want to let you know that your father was here. You know, I'll say something to like whoever. Or I won't say it to the bride, you know, because again, I don't want her to cry. So, but I will later on, I'll just kind of slip it in if I feel like it's okay. Some people don't always want to hear that. Let me see. Okay, so I hope I answered your question. Hi, Rachel. Okay, cool. So that's you, Nancy. Hope I answered that okay. And then the next question is from Eileen. So she had asked how many spirits and who is around me. And I said to her, I answered her, you know, on the comment section, and I said, you know, I'd have to give you a reading to know exactly who's around you, you know, because, you know, I'm not Kreskin, you know what I mean? So I would have to actually give you a reading to know that information. But I told her I would answer like a general version of it. So we all have spirit guides. We all have an angel with us. We all have ascended masters with us. We all have like our own little team of spirit guides, and they're there to assist us. And they want us to ask them questions. And please help me. Please help me pass this math test. Please help me get through this. Please help me get through this breakup. Please help. What can I do for this? You know, they want to help. They're there to help. They're assigned to us before we're born to help. So ask for help. I'm telling you, once I started asking and things just started flowing, I'm like, holy shit, that really works. So, all right. Exactly, Nancy. So you understand. Oh, good. I'm glad. Okay, cool. Hi, Tony. I miss you. All right. So, so that was for Eileen. So yes, we all have people around us, and they can be like, as soon as my dad passed, he became part of my spiritual team. One of my guides was an old boyfriend that passed away. So, and I, you know, and now my guide, I've had the same guide for the last 3 years. His name is Manny. And I never knew what Manny looked like. And I was like, one day I was like, you know, I was going through YouTube and there was a meditation that said, meet your spirit guides. And I got curious and I was like, huh, I'm going to try it. And I met my spirit guide. I met Manny and I could not believe what he looked like because that's not exactly how I pictured him at all. And I was blown away. I was like, oh my God, like I just didn't expect that. It was really cool. So that's on YouTube, by the way. Just punch in Meet Your Spirit Guide. It's like a 10, 15-minute meditation. Okay. Tammy asked, Tammy said that, oh no, she didn't ask a question. She actually said that she wanted to get a reading because she thinks that somebody put a curse on her. And I'm here to tell you that nobody put a curse on you. What we believe, we create. So if you believe that somebody has a voodoo doll and they're sticking pins in your eye, then okay, you're going to get pain in your eye. Hi, Joni. Joni, right? Johnny? Joni? Joni. If you believe that somebody put a spell on you, then yep, you're going to have all this weird, crappy shit happening to you, and you're going to blame it on somebody putting a spell on you. So you know what? Don't give them so much power. Don't give anybody that kind of power that you think that they can put a spell on you. Just be like, no, I'm sorry, not today. Hi, Andrew. Nice to see you. Okay, Joanne. Do spirits that are around us or have a connection to us truly listen to us as we speak to them? 100%. So when I'm doing a reading for somebody, spirit, say the spirit of your dad steps forward, right? Spirit's going to show me things that you were talking about. Say if you were talking to your mom and you were saying, blah, 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 we really need to change the curtains, okay? Or we really need to get the car fixed. Dad's going to tell me of a conversation that you had when I wasn't there, okay? And you're going to be like, yeah, I was just talking to my mother about that. Your dad's letting you know he was there. He heard you say that, okay? I think I've told this before. I was given a reading to this woman and her mother steps forward in spirit. Her mom steps forward. And now I was given a reading to this woman. I think it was like the end of December in between Christmas and New Year's. And I'm giving her a reading and the spirit of her mom steps forward and giving me all these awesome, evidence, hi, honey, my dog, giving me evidence that it was her, showing me her face, whatever. I was, just passing along the information. And the mother showed me a turkey baster. And she's like, talk to her about the turkey baster. And I'm like, all right, your mom wants me to bring up the turkey baster. Now that's not a common symbol for me. She's like, bring up the turkey baster. Okay. So I said, your mom wants me to bring up the turkey baster. So she started crying. And she said, this Thanksgiving, because the mom had passed in October. I didn't know that. So she goes, this Thanksgiving was my first Thanksgiving without my mom. And my mom always made the turkey. She says, so here I am. I had to make the turkey. She goes, and I never made a turkey before. She goes, and I was screaming at my husband in the kitchen going, we don't even have a turkey baster. The mother was there listening. And told me to tell her, I heard you say that. You know what I mean? That's proof. That's evidence that they're still here in our lives. How am I supposed to know that? I didn't even know when the mother died. So isn't that nuts? That's nuts. Okay. So, okay. So hi, Nancy. All right, cool. So, Tammy, no one put a curse on you. I hope you know that. Maria said that her room lights up red. Now this one, all right. The only thing I thought about for this, because it's never happened to me. I mean, I've had some weird shit happen. I'm not going to lie. But that never happened to me before. But it did happen to my mom. And it wasn't the room lit up red. My mother has gifts and abilities, like beyond, but she never really honed in on them. But if she did, she'd be like bigger than everybody. So my mom was like watching, no, hi, honey. My sister was young and I think my sister was teething or something, and I'm 15 years older than my sister. So my sister was teething and my mom was like bouncing the baby back and forth in the living room, like just to get her to go back to sleep or whatever. And my mom said she saw in the kitchen. Now there was like the living room and then a foyer and then the kitchen, right? Couldn't really see into the kitchen, but she said she had like an old-fashioned Christmas bulb, like on a plug, like plugged in, like a nightlight. She said it got real bright and it was red. She said it got real bright and the whole kitchen like lit up red. She says, and then all of a sudden she saw a little boy about 10, 12 years old jump out of my sister's bedroom, smile, and jump back in. And she was like, oh, hell no. And she took the baby and went and lay down in her bed with the baby. But that's the only thing that I've never seen a room light up red. I'm assuming it's spirit, because spirit will work with electricity, but why red? Like, is there a red light in your room? Like, I really need to know more about this, because that is fascinating. I want to know. Okay. That's true, Andrew. You're right. Someone told you they see a black shadow behind you today. I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, people get so like freaked out, like, oh my God, it's a black shadow. It's because it's black, it's dark, it's scary, it's spooky. No, it's not. Just talk to it. Say, hi, who are you? Can you tell me your name? Talk to them. They like it. Okay, so that was Maria. All right, Becky. You want to know how to connect better with your guides and how to get like clear messages from your angels. And I can tell you this, I do teach this on my course, so I won't get so into it, but I will tell you this. You can connect with your guides. You can connect with your angels. Ask, okay? Just like you're asking me these questions, ask them these questions. Ask them. Say, like, okay, like a lot of us, because God doesn't leave us giftless. We all have a gift. He gives us a gift. We decide to open it or not. It's up to us to open it. We have free will. So here's your present, okay? So you can leave the present all wrapped up and stare at it for the rest of your life and say, I ain't touching it. I like it just the way it is. Or you can unwrap that gift, open that gift, and then start to develop that gift, okay? So a lot of us have like premonitions and like dreams that like tell us what's going to happen. But I don't have that. That's not part of my gift, and that's fine. But if you have that, if you're good like that with dreams and stuff, they'll go through what your strong suit is. You know what I mean? Say, come to me in a dream and please tell me what I'm supposed to do as far as like my boyfriend goes or whatever it is. Nothing too big or small. Believe that, okay? Did you blow out a candle? All right, I smell it. The dog wants to come out. All right, so that was Becky. Just ask, Becky. And then listen, like be still, meditate. When you meditate, I get so much stuff, downloads like from them, from spirit of, you know, things that I've asked for. And when I meditate, it all comes to me and it's like, that makes sense. All right. So you do have to meditate. Oh, mommy's here. Kristen's here. Hi, Kristen. Julie, I'm sorry about your dad. Wow, 99. God bless him. All right. Retrograde is over on the 19th, Kristen. Trust me, you'll be hearing from me too. Because I'm like, I'm screaming and cursing and fighting with everybody. Okay. Your kid had someone in bed with her and an arm over her, and she couldn't move or talk. Well, could she not move or talk because she was like a little scared? Because yeah, I'd be a little scared too. Yeah, I'd like to hear more about that, Jackie. That's kind of cool. Not all dark shadows are bad, right? That's true, Diane, absolutely. When you do a reading and you tell us, when you do a reading and you tell us they are sending lots of love, what do you see? I see hearts, Jen. Okay, so what's funny is I can't believe you just brought that up. All right, so Jen Bailey, this is funny. So, and this is raw, and you know I just keep shit real with you guys. I don't try to hide nothing. I bring you all my crap because I'm human. Okay, so when I first started doing readings, I wanted to be so all about evidence and, you know, you're going to know that I'm the real deal. You know what I mean? And my integrity and my ego and this and that. You're going to know I'm the real deal, right? And spirit would show me hearts. They would make hearts. I mean, and each spirit shows a different heart. Like some of them make it illuminated. Some of them make it like really fancy. Every spirit's like drawing a heart on a piece of paper. We're all going to draw it differently. You know what I mean? It's going to be the same shape because it's a heart, right? But we're all going to have our own flair to it, and they do too. So the funny thing is that I never would say to my client, oh, spirit's sending their love. They're telling you that they love you. They're showing me a heart's telling me that they love you, right? I never said it. I looked, I'd see it, and I never mentioned it. And you know why? This is really shitty, because it wasn't evidence. It wasn't evidential enough. Of course they love us. Of course they love you. Of course, that's so general. That's such a general statement. And that's a shitty thing. I was being a shitty human by doing that. I didn't mean to be a shitty human. I wasn't doing it on purpose, but I just felt like that wasn't evidence enough for you, and I shouldn't say that. So when I trained with Tony Stockwell and I told him that, he goes, "Why on earth would you not give that piece of beautiful information from their loved ones? If they're saying, here's a heart, tell them I love them, you have to tell them that they love them." You know what I mean? And I was so, listen, we're all learning, right? I mean, shit, we're always learning. Hi, Cindy, welcome. So now, and it's true, you know, I give it as I get it. I give it as I get it. If I see it, I give it. I mean, listen, Spirit has given me the finger, and I have to give that too. So, so just, you know, please understand that, yeah. That's how they show it to me. They send me hearts. I love it. And some of them will just like, all right, my mom, we were having dinner at my dining room table, and this guy, like before I was even born, this guy, he was showing me like an ice cream cone. I'm like, this guy's stepping forward, and I told her what he looked like, and she goes, okay. I says, well, this is his initial. Okay. I said, she goes, I don't know who that is. And I said, he's showing me an ice cream cone, and she goes, oh my God. And this guy that she was friends with, you know, when she was in her teen years. I don't know if he owned or worked at an ice cream parlor. So the ice cream cone was the clincher, and she understood who it was. And he actually put on glasses that were hearts to let her know, I had such a crush on you. I had such a thing for you. You know what I mean? That was cool. He put on glasses and they were hearts. That was so cool. Spirit can be very like, you know, creative. All right. So, all right, let me see. Finding money for days, $11, 11. I love it. How do I meditate, Lisa? The best way to do it, start out with 10 minutes. Don't kill yourself thinking you have to do 30 minutes or an hour, like 7 days a week. It's not going to happen. We're humans and we're busy. We have jobs and lives and kids and whatever. So 10 minutes. Set aside 10 minutes for yourself. And this is huge for self-care. I'm a big, big advocate on self-care. And this is part of your self-care, and it's part of your growth. I could talk today. It's part of your growth, your spirit. It's the coolest cup in the world. And I meditate as often as I can. And it's awesome. 10 minutes. Get some earbuds, put them on in your phone, go to YouTube, pick a meditation that you feel like, you know, you want to meet your spirit guide, you want to meet your higher self, you want to talk to the ascended masters. Just, I always look for the ones that are like 10 minutes or 15 minutes because I can't dedicate. Like, I can't. I mean, I sit in the power every morning for 25 minutes, and sometimes I'm like, all right, and it's 3 minutes short because I have laundry to do, I have shit to do, I got to start my day. But definitely do it because it changed my life. It just makes you a calmer human being. Like, you're not as like, I mean, believe me, it's still like, I've been cursing at everybody during this retrograde, you know, especially driving. But such a potty mouth lately. But it makes you deal with things differently, like in a calmer way. You're just not as like all over the place. You're just more like Zen. It's very, very cool. Okay. Hold on one second. I just want to make that. That's my sister. Yay. All right. You guys are awesome. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. Cindy wants to know if I can tell you if you have an angel spirit with. So if I'm giving you a reading and I see little sparkles around you, see now spirit, I can look directly at spirit. I can look directly at spirit and I can tell you what they look like. I can tell you the curve of their face. I can tell you what the color of their hair is, their color of their skin is, their eyes. If they show me their eye and they have like blue eyes, I'll see that. If their teeth were crooked, if their teeth were sticking out, if their teeth were mangled or perfect, I'll see that. I'll see detail of spirit's face. Now, when I see an angel, I see a little spark, and I only see it in my peripheral vision. So if I'm looking directly at you, I'll see spark, 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 right? If I go to look at it, I can't see it. That's an angel. That's how I see angels. Oh, Jamie, thank you. Thanks for showing up, guys. Maria, that's awesome. Walk in nature, ground yourself, earthing. I love it. Stacy, you can go on www.haloreadings.com. Matter of fact, I'll punch in the website. I'm sorry. Oh, no, I didn't mean to pin that comment. Hold on. Reply. Okay, so I'm going to give you the website right here. www.haloreadings.com, or you can go on the top of this page. You can go on the top of this page and you can click book a reading. I think it says book a reading, doesn't it? I don't know. Okay, where was I? Let me get to the bottom. Okay, great. Hi, Susan. I don't give readings during live. I don't do free readings. I work for a living just like everybody else. So no. And then, I'm sorry, Stephanie. Nope, I don't give free readings, but you are more than welcome to go to my website and book it. Oh, Anne-Marie. Oh my gosh, my friend Anne-Marie is reminding me of our Ouija board experience. I was 15 or 16, you were 19, and we were messing around with the Ouija board. Let me tell you something. I just put up a post on Communicating with Spirit about the Ouija board because I just like to know, I put shit out there just to bring up, I like to make people chat, you know what I mean? So I said, what are your thoughts on Ouija boards? And we got like so many comments, and it was like, no, they're evil. Oh, I tried them once. Oh, whatever. And let me tell you something. I don't mess with that shit. I won't even go into a house. If you have one in your house, I'm not going in. I'm not doing it. And you know what? Call me crazy, call me whatever you want. Because you know what? If the truth is, I'm being a baby about it, only because her and I had a bad experience. But the truth is again, you create what you believe you create. So if you're scared of something, it's just going to build, and you're doing that to yourself. So just cut it out. But if you know how to use it, I mean, I know people who use them and they're great, so just as long as because that little circle in the hand thing, whatever it's called, that little circle, that's a portal. That's literally a portal. And you need to close that freaking portal. You need to close it. You're going to open it, you got to close it. And we did not know that. Anne-Marie, right? We did not know. Holy shit, that was scary. Okay. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. Something was moved in your room. Something was moved in your room. Let me tell you something. That's crazy, but I believe you. It's not that I don't believe you, because I do. But you ever see the movie Ghost? So it takes so much energy for a spirit to be able to move a physical object. It takes so much energy. That's why it's easier for them to go through lighting, computers, TV, radio, anything with electricity. It's so much easier because we're energy. We are energy, so we can control the energy. So that makes more sense. But I do believe that spirit can move objects. There's not much I don't believe in. I got to be honest with you. I definitely believe in aliens too. I'm so thirsty. I gave a reading before this, and spirit always, I know, I love that movie. Spirit always dries my throat because they use my throat. They use my voice to go through me. And there's my girl. What is all that noise? What is all that beeping? I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. I apologize. But they always dry my vocal cords because they're using my voice. And it's like I have to drink a ton of like water after a reading, during a reading. It's nuts. Okay, Lynn wants to know, can you tell if someone who's passed is around you? Oh, like how can you tell if someone, okay, so you want to know for you, like how can you tell if so, okay, so you'll feel chills. You'll feel chills, or sometimes like you'll feel like somebody's behind you. You ever, and I know this is crazy, but you ever go to walk like up the basement stairs, like say you're doing laundry and you're carrying laundry up the basement stairs or whatever, and you feel like you need to go a little quicker because you feel like something's behind you, that's because something's behind you. And it's not meant to scare you, but Spirit's there. They're near. They want to be near us. It's just like, think about somebody that you really love a lot and you just want to be near them. Well, when we pass away, Spirit is left with nothing but love. Nothing but love. They don't have guilt. They don't have hate. They don't have anger. They're not pissed at you anymore for that argument you had. They don't care if you wear their clothes when they're, you know, on the other side. They don't care like what you do with their stuff in the garage. It's just not like that. They're just left with love, and it's more love than the human body can even contain. The human body cannot contain all the love that Spirit has, believe me. They just can't. So they just want to be near us. They don't mean to scare us. We're just chicken shits and we get scared, you know. Yeah, I still get scared. I can't sleep alone at night and I'm still afraid of the dark because Spirit wants to talk to me. They want to talk to me when I'm by myself and when I'm in the bed and it's dark in my room. They want to talk to me. They want me to tell you, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. They want me to relay all these messages. And I'm like, you got to go away, guys. You got to go away. The other thing, you can control it. You can turn it on and off. So this is what I wanted to get back to before, because I go all over the place sometimes. I'm Italian. But all right, so say you're in the bathroom and you're on the toilet. And I walk in on you. You're on the toilet. I walk in. Hi. You're going to be like, get out. Get out. So if Spirit is in your room or in your space and you don't want them there, just tell them to leave. Just like you would me if I walked in on you while you're on the can. Just tell them to leave. That's it. That's it. You want them to step forward? Ask them to step forward. You can't hear them clearly? Ask them to speak up. Come closer. Can you come closer to me? Can you talk a little louder, please? Can you show me your face a little clearer, please? Can you make that letter a little clearer so I can see it? Ask. Just ask. Treat them as if they're human because they once were. So they're not dumb. You know what I mean? They're very smart. Just ask. All right. Let me see. I just don't want to miss anything. Emery, I hate my basement too. Same. Andrew, a matter of fact, I was giving a reading to somebody in London. Well, it was messed up and I have to redo it tomorrow because my Skype sucks. But I can still connect with Spirit even if you're in Australia on the other side of the world. I can still connect with Spirit because they step forward to me. So it's not like I'm connecting with them and they're next to you. Like while I'm on the phone, I'll put my earbuds in and I sit down and I invite Spirit in and they step forward to me where I'm sitting. Also, there's no language barrier. So everything is universal. So I'll understand everything Spirit says. And I had somebody from Pakistan and their relatives stepped forward and said like a word or two to me that I didn't understand, but because they gave it to me, I gave it to them, and that person understood what it meant in their language. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool, actually. Oh, Christina, thank you. Okay. Why can't you post it, Rachel? I love you too, Jer. You can post whatever you want. Can you do it here? All right. All right. So, all right, back to questions. Domenica asked, how do you know and feel if a loved one is near? Which somebody actually just said that. So you literally feel the chills. Like you'll feel the chills. Like all of a sudden the temperature in the room will change. It'll get a little cool. You know, you'll feel like somebody standing next to you or somebody standing behind you. Like you can feel them like on the back of your neck. You can feel, you know, you just feel it. You know, it's just something you feel. Sometimes you don't hear the audible voice, but you hear something. Sometimes you hear your name being called. When I was 16, I was in the shower. Mom, remember this? I was in the shower and I hear my mother call, Denise, Denise. I finally get out of the friggin' shower. I'm like, what? I'm in the shower. I was such a bitch when I was 16. And I'm like, what? I'm in the shower. And she's like, I'm not calling you. It was so crazy. And now my son does that to me. What? And I'm like, I wasn't calling you. Danny, thank you. Aw. All right. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate it. I don't know why, Rachel. That's so weird. All right. But if you could post it on Halo. Rachel's going to post something on Halo. I gave her a reading, her and her mom. I did a family reading for them. and she wants to post something that I guess I gave her. But let me see. All right, so that was Domenica. And Patty wants to know, Patty's not on, but she's going to be watching the repeat. And Patty wants to know how Spirit uses technology to connect with us. And they do. Spirit will go, they will, on the anniversary of your wedding or an anniversary, they will put a song on the radio, and that's just for you to hear. So it's like at the precise time. They use technology a lot. They use clocks, numbers, number sequences a lot. They'll use, and not just technology for numbers, but like license plates. Like, you know, say you're thinking of your dad and your dad passed away recently, and you look at the license plate in front of you and it says dad, or it says, you know, numbers that have something to do, like, you know, with also, and Spirit's doing this to me right now, as a matter of fact. They're telling me, what about this one? I was just talking to you before about how you feel Spirit, and I said cool, and I said chills, but I didn't say warm spots. And they're making me feel the warmth on my skin, because you'll feel like a warm spot, like on your leg or on your side or like on your arm. Or okay, another thing you'll feel, they're making me remember, they're talking to me now. Thank you. If you feel like somebody's touching your hair, that's Spirit. It feels like there's like, you like scratch your head or something, that's Spirit. I shit you not, I can't make this shit up. All right, so that was Patty. All right, how we doing? We're doing good. Almost 45 minutes. Okay, I gotta go have my Halo Top ice cream. It's my dessert, I can't wait. Okay, Jim wanted to know what to expect during a typical reading. So I am going to be changing this soon, because I do, my readings usually 45 minutes long. So it's always Spirit communication first, unless you say that you don't want that. But it's always Spirit communication first, because Spirit can't wait. Hold on, I just want to see what's on. Okay. Hi, Keon. All right. Okay. Tony, we're definitely going to talk about that. So you want to say hi? What are you doing? Oh, never mind. He has a towel on. You don't want to see that. All right. So that's Joey. What to expect during a typical reading. So I always do Spirit communication first, because they literally cannot wait. They cannot wait. So they're like so excited to be there. They're so excited to see you there. They're so excited to get their messages across. And it's like, they're like, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, so they can't wait. So I always do Spirit first. So I bring through your loved ones. And if I bring through like 2 or 3 spirits, because I open the portal. Before you get there, I sage and I ask, I say my little prayer. I'm Catholic, so I say the Our Father. And then I always say, you know, spirits, please step forward for so-and-so and bring me clear messages for them, you know, so they can heal, and bring me evidence and love. Okay, so I do that. And so they'll, you know, they'll give me everything. But if I bring through 2 or 3 spirits, I don't know what that noise is. I'm getting messages from people. I'm so sorry if you can hear it. So that's so weird that you're here. I can't believe it. Lynn Scar joined, and I have something for you. So that's crazy. I can't believe you're here. Hi. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I do that sometimes. All right, so if I have 1 or 2 spirits step forward and it wasn't somebody that you really wanted to connect with, like say your cousin came forward and you were like, well, I don't really give a shit about her. Like, okay, she came to say hi. All right, fine. You know, because the people, just the people that you were closest to aren't going to come. Everybody's going to come. I invite your loved ones, and your loved ones are going to come. Even if it's somebody that you knew in high school that you weren't really close to and never really sat with them at the lunch table, they're going to stop by and say, hey, remember me? Hi. They're allowed to say hello. You know what I mean? That's okay. I allow that, you know, but if I bring in 2 or 3 spirits and I didn't connect with the person that you wanted me to connect to, I will ask you. I only need a first name. You don't have to tell me the relationship. I just need a first name. And I ask for that person to step forward, and I have a 99% success rate. And believe me, I'm not like tooting my own horn, because this shit has nothing to do with me. I'm literally just the messenger. I sit here, I see them, I give you the message, That's it. There's nothing more to it. So it's not like, oh, I'm so great, 99% success. That's not what I'm saying. Because believe me, I get in my own head a lot sometimes. But all right. Okay. Let me see. So that was Jim. Oh, and then after I bring through spirit, and again, I did say I was going to change this. I'm going to start separating the reading. So after I do the spirit, the communication with them, then I do your tarot and I give you a tarot reading. But I think I'm going to separate those now because some people come, they don't want tarot, they just want spirit communication. So I think that's going to be 2 separate readings. And then if you want one, like with everything in it, then that will be a separate reading. So I think I am going to do that. But that's it. That's what to expect. And it's very informative. You're allowed to record it. You know, I give you pen and paper to write stuff down, and I get a lot of calls like months later, like, oh my God, this happened. Because the cards, like spirit will read through me. You know, the messages don't come from me. They actually go through me. Does that make sense? So when I read your cards, like a week later, you can call me up and be like, oh my God, remember when you did my reading? And I'm like, no, I don't remember. I mean, I remember you, but I don't remember what I said to you. Does that make sense? Because it's not really from me, it's from them. So I'm just giving you the messages and I don't retain it because I'm like in a half daze. I'm like, anyway. Okay, Doreen asked, I only have 3 more questions. Doreen asked, how long after a loved one crosses over? Now, Jessica, this is what I wanted to say. All right, Lynn Scar. All right. Doreen asked, how long after a loved one crosses over do they make contact? Okay, and what if they reincarnate? So my mom's best friend, Patty, passed away, which is Lynn's mom, Jessica Lynn, her mom. So my mom's best friend forever died. And the very next day, she came to me. The very next day. So I've had spirit die 8 hours earlier and come to me 8 hours later. So I've had spirit die in the morning, come to me 8 hours later. I've had that. So I feel like there's no like, oh, well, it's still fresh. You know, they need to get acclimated on the other side. I used to think that too when I first started. I'm like, oh, they need to get acclimated on the other side. But guess what? I learned a lot. And I learned a lot from my teachers. I studied with great mediums. I'm so like, oh my God, I can't believe I get starstruck. Like, holy shit, that's Tony Stockwell standing right there. But, and I get, you know, I love that. But everything that I've learned that is like real, like tangible and oh my God, like experience for me is from the dead. That's where I learned most of what I know is from them. So it's wonderful. I believe me, it's great. Okay. Yeah, Diane, I'll do another evening with spirit soon. Yeah, I'm thinking, I'm getting so booked. Like I'm already booked for group readings into the end of November, I think. So if you guys are looking for a group reading and you got to like set it up quick because it's getting booked. I'm already booked like 3 months out. So that's cool. Okay, so let me see. So that was, oh, and Doreen also asked about what if we reincarnate? Like, you know, what if they reincarnate? Like, so what happens is before we're born, so when we're on the other side and we meet with our spirit guides, and I keep getting text messages and oh my gosh, I'm sorry if you can hear all these like bleeps and stuff, but when we're on the other side and we connect with our spirit guides, oh yeah, sure, Danny, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Sorry, let me just give her my website, www.haloreadings.com. There you go. Okay, so we're on the other side, and okay, so have you ever had a deja vu? Of course you have. All right, so you're on the other side, and you're literally blueprint, spirit guide, mapping out your blueprint of this life and what's going to happen. And you collaborate with other spirits. You collaborate with a woman spirit that you know, and you say, will you be my mother this time around? And I'll be your mother next time around. You know what I mean? I'm being funny, but you collaborate with other spirits and you say, will you be, you know, will you help me achieve this so I can get to this, you know, growth level in my soul? We all love each other so much that we'll, you know, so it's like, basically we're literally, this is Earth and it's a stage and we're playing a role. That's what it is. And I was my mother's mother in another life. My son was my father. You know what I mean? So, and we go around these lives with, so for the most part, if you're connected, like if you have soul contracts, that spirit, say your dad passed away and you're like, oh my God, what if he reincarnates before me and I don't get to see him? Most of the time, if you have soul contracts with each other, you'll wait to go around again. You know, you'll wait. I gotta take this stupid clip out of my hair. I'm so sorry, but it's really bugging me out. I don't like to play with my hair on film or on camera because I know I see other people do that. It gets me like annoyed. But I'm like, I gotta take this stupid clip out of my hair. All right. Melissa, my dog's been randomly staring at the ceilings. Melissa, definitely animals, children. Animals, it's not a dumb question. That is not a dumb question. Animals see spirits. Definitely, definitely. They see them clearer than we do, and so do children and babies. Okay, let me see. Hi, Cherie. Cats freak me out. Yep, cats, dogs. I've seen spirit literally pet my dog. And you know, like when you pet a dog and they're like, their head kind of goes down, like they're getting scratchies behind the ear. And I watched it happen. It was awesome. All right, so, all right. My car license plate in front of me. Yes, that's it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm just trying to get to all you guys. All right. All right. So, hi, Michelle. All right. So great. Great. Joseph, November, my buddy. Are they welcome to the other side by loved ones? 100%. Yep. And if I give you a reading, like this happens, it doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes it happens. So say the spirit of your grandfather steps forward and your grandmother died before him. Now there's no way for me to know that until he tells me, okay? He'll tell me, Grandma came to get me in the light. Grandma came to get me. You know what I mean? Like, so I'll know that. That's not an all the time thing, but it's sometimes, and it's really cool when that happens, because how am I to know that the grandmother died before him? I don't know until they tell me. So, okay. Jamie, you are not crazy. So Jamie sees spirit as mists, like a mist in the air. That's just how you see them. That's fine. My mother sees them like this, like we're people, like flesh. She'll see them walking through the room. I would have a heart attack. I don't want to see that. Like I'll see them how I see them. I like the way I see them, you know, because I sit down and I know I'm going to see them and they'll step forward and they'll show me their face and I'm not scared at all. But if I were to see a spirit, all kinds of in the flesh, yeah, no, that would freak me out a little bit. So I'm good. But that's how she sees them. So like Jamie sees them as a mist. That's okay. That's how they choose to come to you, and that's what you're comfortable with, and they'll know. They're not going to, believe me, they don't want to scare us. They're not here to scare us. They're not. But I mean, we get scared because we're friggin' babies. But all right, so let me see. Something was moved in your room. How can you tell who it was? The best thing I could tell you is either have somebody go and do a cleansing in your house. I do those, but I don't know where you live. Or just ask and see what they give you. Just ask. All right. Do I ever see the movie Dead Again? I don't know. Should I see that movie? I'm going to see it. Remind me, Michelle. Yes. Sometimes spirits come all at once. Yes. Especially when I'm doing group readings. Now, before a group reading, I literally will ask my guides, please bring them in one at a time. Please, just one at a time, because sometimes I get so overwhelmed because I'll have boom, 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 boom. Or if I'm doing a reading one-on-one, sometimes I'll have 8 spirits in the room at once, 8 spirits, because they all can't wait and they want to go first. You know what I mean? And then there are other times where I have, like, say I have parents that cross over, right? A father and a mother, right? If the father in life was the kind of guy to let the mother speak first, he'll stand there and bring her through and let her talk first. And he'll just wait patiently for her to get done. So spirit will show their personality as they were on earth. But if they were a shitty human, they're not going to show like their shitty human personality, but they will let me know I was a shitty human. I say shitty human, but that's just my tag. That's my saying. But how do you make them come to us in a dream? Ask. So you know, I talk to my dad. Dad, can you please come to me in a dream? I really just want to have like a conversation with you, and I want to hug you. And because it's one thing to be able to see him in spirit, and I do see him in spirit. I get a lot from my dad. He's with me all the time. He's with my family, my mother, my sister, all the time. And he gives us pennies, and he knows when we're needed. And he gave me and my sister a penny 20 minutes after he died. It was just, it's tremendous. So they are good. But Keon, I'll show you how to do it yourself, or I'll come and do it for you. But that's how you make them come to you in a dream. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Danny, are you asking Maria? Oh no, that's my sister. Danny's my sister. My mom is Virginia. Okay, so okay, when a person's open, yeah, when you, yeah. I mean, you know what too, like we forget our dreams like literally 5 minutes after we're awake, like we forget our dreams. So write it down, like keep a piece of paper and pen next to the bed so you can remember, you know, because we'll be like, oh, I ask them all the time and they don't come to me in my dreams, and then I'm looking at spirit and they're like, yes, I do, and I'm like, you're missing it, you're missing something, you know, but we're humans, like you have to give yourself a break, you know. All right, so do all souls have to come back? That's a great question, Kiki. Do they have to come back? I think I think it has a lot to do with choice. I think they want to. Some of them don't want to. Some of them just want to stay. And believe me, it's better over there than it is here. They have it better than we do. That is the true life. That's the true life. This is just like a learning experience. We're here to like experience things. We're here to actually, believe it or not, we're here to learn love. We're here to learn what love really is. You know what I mean? And love isn't selfish. And love is helping somebody else succeed and be successful. And love is learning how to not allow your ego to get in the way. And love is watching others and helping others succeed, because we're here to experience joy. There's no guilt. God doesn't want us to have guilt. That's bullshit. We're here to experience joy. Okay? So we'll experience joy by helping others succeed so they can experience joy. And then we pay it forward. And that's what it's all about. Let me see. After the reading I gave you, Rachel, now you feel your dad around a lot. I love that. Jerry, you asked other questions. That's right, you did. I can't believe it. And I took a snapshot of it on my phone because I was like, oh my God, my cousin Cindy, and then Jerry asked questions. And I didn't have time to write them down because I had a reading before that. Brian asked, Brian's my friend on here. I hope he's still on. Brian asked, how does having a spiritual path impact the grief process, the grieving process, and how it impacts it? Well, for me, I can speak for me. We're all individuals, but I can speak for me, and I will, okay? Being on this spiritual path and knowing what I know, and like from experience, these aren't my beliefs, these are my experiences that I'm giving you and bringing you. This isn't just something I believe. Well, I believe that spirit, no, I would never do that. I'm not that philosophical, but these are my experiences. Okay, so from my experience, Brian, it has helped me grieve. It has helped me. Like, I still cry for my father. I still cry. I still miss my mother's best friend. You know what I mean? I miss my great grandma. You know what I mean? Even though I know they're here, I can literally ask for them to step forward, and they will, and I can have a conversation with them. I can do that, but I still miss the tangible person. I listened to my dad's message today. I have a message saved on my phone from Mother's Day. He's like, Happy Mother's Day, you know, whatever. I listened to his voice today because I miss his voice. I miss picking up the phone and be like, Dad, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, I miss that. You know, my mother knows that her best friend is around all the time, you know, but she still misses those 3-hour conversations that they used to have, you know, and I miss, I can't stop that. And I miss, you know, the hug. We miss the tangible person. We miss the human side. So, Cuties, come on, what are you doing? Sorry. Sorry. What's the matter? I wish I could pick her up, but she's 60 pounds. She's so freaking cute. Okay, but all right. So okay, what about red cardinal? Red cardinal is spirit sending a message. So spirit just kind of sends us these little signals. Like my dad's thing is pennies. That's his little niche. You know what I mean? He's going to send a penny, so I know it's dad. You know, he'll put it right in my path. If I'm out with my son, he'll put 2 pennies. If I'm out with Lou, he'll put 2 pennies. Like it's amazing. But cardinals, they're a sign from spirit. Butterflies, ladybugs, blue jays, dragonflies. I have a dragonfly tattoo on my arm. So those are all signs from spirit. But so Brian, that's how it has impacted me differently as a human. Knowing what I know and seeing what I see has impacted me differently as far as spirit goes and death and dealing with death. But I'm still human, and I still, you know, long for that person. I still want to see, I can't wait to see them again on the other side. You know what I mean? I mean, my ex-boyfriend, Nick, was my spirit guide for the first year that I opened my practice. And I know he's with me all the time. I feel him all the time. I get messages from him all the time, but I still miss him. And I miss hugging him and holding his hand and talking to him. And you know what I mean? We're humans. So of course we're going to miss that human touch. You know what I mean? But it has helped me. I don't cry as hard because I feel like, and Brian, you're gifted. You know, I'm sure you feel this too. Like you know that it's okay. You know that they're not gone. You know that they're there. They're with us, you know, sitting. They're not like, I love when people say, I mean, this is really cute when people do this. Oh, I know you're looking down on us from heaven, but heaven is right here. Like heaven is literally right here. Here they are. You know what I mean? So they're not really looking down on us unless we're like laying on the ground doing Pilates or something, but they're here. They're looking at us here. But Jerry had asked if I was going to do the other questions, and I took a screenshot of them so I could get to them. So just bear with me, and then I will. We're over an hour already. That's kind of cool. All right. So Michelle asked first. So I have it here. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, Jesus, I can't fucking see. Sorry. Hold on. This is not fun. Freaking blind. All right. If there are spirits in your house, can they come and go? By what I mean, are certain spirits stuck somewhere, or can multiple spirits that you may or may not know randomly come and go into your house? Yes. Multiple spirits that you may or may not know can come through. Like they're attached to the house. Now, so I always say that's a ghost. You know what I mean? Some people say my house is haunted, I have a ghost. A ghost is really just a spirit that doesn't really know that it's dead. You know what I mean? Or just feels attached to the home and doesn't want to go into the light. That's a real thing. You know what I mean? They're just kind of there. They're just kind of lingering. They don't mean any harm. They don't mean to scare you. They just like the house. They want to be there. So you can tell them to leave. You can. You're in control always. Tell them to leave unless you feel bad. And if they're not bothering you, then let them stay. If they're not harming anything or scaring your kids or whatever, and let them stay. But if you want them to leave, just sage the shit out of your house and tell them go into the light of God. Okay. So that was Michelle. They do come and go, yes. And yes, stuck somewhere, sort of. Okay, Jerry. Why do I connect with spirits sometimes and then other times I don't? It's not something I control. I only feel presence, but not clearly, just a feeling. So that means you have clear feeling is called clairsentience. Words in your head, that's clairaudience, clear hearing. I don't know if I make some of this shit up in my head because it's only my voice anyway when I do connect. So I did answer part of that question. Spirit will talk to you in your own voice. Spirit will talk to you in your own voice. You'll hear things. That's not you. Like, you know, You're not making up make a left here. You know what I mean? Like, there's a reason. Don't go down that stairwell. You know what I mean? Like, you're not, believe me, like, you know, Spirit knows. They'll talk to you in your own voice. You're not going crazy. All right, hold on. So what, you want to know why you connect with Spirit sometimes and then other times you don't. And then you said it's not something you control, and that's where you're wrong. You do control it. You are in control. Fuzzy, stop. Babe, Fuzzy's trying to get in. Sorry. You do control it. You can control it. So just turn it on, turn it off. Okay, I welcome Spirit. I'd like you to step forward, please. She got in. She opened the gate by herself. Just letting you know. Okay. You can control it. You welcome Spirit in. You tell Spirit to leave. Thank you so much for coming. Be nice. Be kind. You know what I mean? Please come forward. I'd like, if you can't see them, they're not clear, ask them to come through clearer. Can you be a little clearer, please? I didn't hear that. Can you be a little clearer, please? I didn't see that. Can you be a little clearer? Step closer to me. Come closer. Okay, so that's that. Hopefully I answered that. You'll feel the personality. Yep. Okay, but if the Spirit is present, it's like I don't hear them talking, but feel them with what was their personality. That's tremendous, Jerry. You can, you know what? We can practice that if you want. I would love to help you. Okay, so, and then Jerry also said at a very young age, I knew things that others didn't. It was like I could read their soul and background. It helped me to be friends, but only grown-ups. My mom would look at me and tell me I was special. Adults loved me because I knew how to act when I was around certain people. What does that mean? I grew out of it, but often wondered what it meant. Well, just because you knew how to act around certain adults just tells me that you're an old soul. You're not a young soul. You know what I mean? That you've been around. Your soul is older, you know, been around a few times. You know what I mean? And special, yeah, I remember that. I remember feeling like, you know, I'm different, you know, how come I can see them and they can't? How come I, you know what I mean? Like, doesn't anybody see that person in the chair? You know what I mean? And it was, yeah, I totally get it. But I hope, oh God, I have so many messages. Guys, cut it out. We're over an hour. I don't like to go more than an hour because I put these on, these are on YouTube. Wait, Christina, I'm not sure if you can answer this, but how come when you ask someone who has passed to contact you, why is it that they don't or don't get anything that shows you they're there? Okay, that's a great question, and I'm going to answer that for you. So ask them to come in human time because, and come in earth time, not human time, come in earth time because they don't have time. There's no time on the other side. They don't have to watch a clock anymore. They don't have to be at work at a certain time or wake up at a certain time. Everything, we run everything, our lives on time. Oh shit, I gotta be here at 5 o'clock. Oh shit, you know, I gotta call them at blah, blah, blah. Everything is time. They don't have that. They're very fortunate. So ask them to come in earth time. Could you come a little quicker, please? You have to be specific. Just be specific. And then the other thing is, you don't get anything that shows you that they're there. You might be missing what they're giving. You know what I mean? Just because it's not coming in the way that you want it to come doesn't mean that it's not coming. You know what I mean? So you have to pay attention. You really have to be open and not be like, oh shit, that light flickered. That was just the blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like we push a lot of stuff off because we're human and we're like, nah, that was just the wind, or nah, that was just, I'm seeing things out of the corner of my eye, or my mind's playing tricks on me. Your mind doesn't play tricks on you, but the man made that up. Let me see. You received your gifts after your dad was killed. I'm so sorry for your loss. But yeah, you know what? Through your pain, you find your purpose. And that is the truth. You wouldn't want them to leave in case someone I want here. Michelle, ask the ones that you don't know to leave if you're uncomfortable with them and keep the ones that you want to stay. It's that simple. Specific, just be specific. But yes, I will absolutely. I'm so happy that you guys all showed up for this. I love you guys. You guys make it happen. If it wasn't for you, I you know what I mean? Like you just, thank you. You know, you guys are really awesome. I appreciate you being here and showing up for these live talks. And I am on YouTube. Please, please subscribe to my YouTube channel because once I reach 100 subscribers, I can create my custom URL and then it'll be easier for people to find the videos. And I do label the videos. This one's questions about the other side are answered. So you can go on my YouTube channel. Right now, it's literally just Denise Marie Psychic Medium, or Halo Readings. You can look up that and then you'll find me, because I don't have a custom URL because I only have 75 subscribers. So if you could do that, I would love you so much. I appreciate it. And follow me on Facebook on Halo Readings. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram under Halo Readings as well. And message me for anything. I'm here for you guys. Thanks, Mommy. I'm here for you guys for whatever. And listen, we are almost through the retrograde. Almost. We're this close. Try not to bite anybody's head off. Believe me, I've been cursing it up. But I'm going to meditate tomorrow on that. And if you have any questions, please never hesitate to send me a message. I love your questions. And if you have any other live talks you want me to, anything specific you want me to talk about, I'm here for you. And if you'd like to schedule a reading, as always, haloreadings.com. You literally pick your time and your date, and you can even reschedule your own reading. It's very user-friendly. And again, I'm here for all of your questions. All right? And have a great night, guys. All right, bye-bye.